Welcome back to the Caitlin Podcast, y'all. I got Huckleberry D with me. I've been wanting her on the show since before she was on Big Lex Baddie Collection. I've been following you for a little minute now.
So,
for real? Yes, it's been a while. So I'm like, I got to bring her on the show. And then when you got on the show, I'm like, oh yeah, she got to come to the Caitlin Podcast. So welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing today?
Girl, I'm good. So we got some little tea to get into. But first of all, because a lot of people been loving the Big Lex Baddie Collection. How did you know you even wanted to be on Big Lex Baddie Collection?
I didn't know that I wanted to be on it, to be honest. I followed her from Johnson Cabaret, and I just fell in her personality and everything that she stood for. People, she's more like people that, you know, people don't get. Mm-hmm. And so I'm more prone to being attached to people like that and growing like good connections and bonds and stuff. But it was actually one day she just came across my feed. Mm-hmm. And I normally was just like liking all her stuff and everything. Uh-huh. And so like she was on a casting call and everything. And I literally waited till like the last minute of the hour to submit my submission.
Why?
I don't know, because I was just like, I didn't try it out for so many reality shows. It was just like, at that point, I was just like, forget it.
Right.
But I was like, nah, because I had just moved to Atlanta too. And I was like, nah, you came here with a purpose. You came here to change your life and better yourself and everything. So I was just like, hell, I can't go wrong if I just do it. So I went in a room and I was in a room for like an hour, just like putting stuff together. Mm-hmm. And submitted it like at the last second.
So what other reality shows have you applied for since you've been in Atlanta?
That's the actual first one that I applied for, being in Atlanta. But prior to that, over the years, it was like Bad Girls Club, mm-hmm. Real World, stuff like that.
Okay. So why you wanted to do reality TV in the first place? What made you want to do it?
Reality TV is just natural for me. Like, I'm just a natural born funny person. So I was just like, I fit well with being on reality TV. But since I was about yay high, I always wanted to be on TV. Anybody that told me no, that was one of the things I said every day. I don't care what y'all say, like, I'm gonna be on TV one day, wooty woo this, wooty woo that. And here I am now.
Well, you're doing a hell of a job, let me tell you, because I personally would not be able to tolerate so many women in one spot. So you're doing really well with it.
Yeah, considering I don't have too many female friends, and I used to always say I hate females. Because when you put a whole bunch of women together, the reason why I say that is because when you put a whole bunch of women together, it's prone to be drama. And I'm like a drama-free person, but love to stick up for women. So if you test them and I know they can't defend themselves, I'm gonna pop in. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like all that extra stuff is just not called for. And being in the house with 14 different women,
Ooh, girl, we gonna get into it. So when you got the call back that they wanted you on the show, I guess how long from the call till you actually went to Miami to do the taping?
Everything was just like quick. It was quick because I submitted, and then it was like 2 days later. I'll never forget. It was like 2 days later. I was at work, and I was working, at the front desk in a hospital. About 4:59, right almost 5 o'clock, and I just get like a little call, and I was first. Let me back up. First, I got an email.
Okay,
and they playing, okay,
right?
They playing, but then I got a call, and I was like, nah, they tripping. It took me at least about a whole day and a half to process it. And then they called back and they was like, we got good news, we got bad news. I'm like, what's the good news? The good news is that, they like you, they like your personality and everything that you stand for. The bad news is you're going to be flying out within a couple of days.
Oh, wow. That's so bad, though.
Because it wasn't initially supposed to be a couple of days. It was supposed to go probably like another month or so.
Okay.
Can't get into details of how long we was there.
Right.
Even though you probably hear about some of it on the internet or whatever like that, but I can't really go into details of that. But it was just like back to back, and I was like, whoa, so I had to make some arrangements at work. It's done and over with now. I had to lie. I had to lie.
You had to.
I had to lie and use, the COVID as an excuse.
Listen, you had an opportunity. You had to go.
I got the job done, came back home, still had a job and everything. I'm still working, not only, my full-time job, but my side hustles and my business as well. So.
All right. So I know you say you can't talk about how long y'all was in the house. That's fine. But when you first got to Miami, and if you can't talk about this is fine too. So when you first met the girls, I guess, which one did you automatically click with first?
None of them.
Why, Huckleberry? None of them?
No. When I first got to Miami, I didn't really click with none of the girls. It took me probably like a day or 2 days to actually like get comfortable with certain people, and those certain people I still talk to this day. But I first got to Miami, I ain't click with nobody. I was just like observing, because that's what I am. I'm an observer before I actually interact with people. So I know how to maneuver around these people. And so I went in with a certain mindset, with a certain agenda. But when I got on the bus, it was like, okay, now you have to rearrange some things. So now I really have to tap into, observing people, which I didn't want to do, because I felt like if I didn't do that, it was going to distract me off of what I originally came for. So.
Okay, so you didn't really click up immediately, but once you did, like, who the girls that you became friends with, that you still friends with off the show?
Fatty and Slim.
I could see that. But I could definitely see that. Why was it those two though?
I don't know. It's just something about those two women that I feel, and I know for sure now that they'll have my back. Before, I had other reservations for them.
Right.
But now it's like after the show, like it's one thing filming, because you can always be like, oh, I fuck with her. I don't know if I could curse on here.
Girl.
But but it's like, it's one thing filming, thinking, you can fuck with her, but it's different outside of filming, because those relationships start to grow a more deeper bond.
Right.
And so like now I'm starting to grow a deeper bond with those women.
So
it's probably a few more that I wanted to connect with being in the house, but outside the house I'm starting to actually connect with a couple of more, but those are my main two that I really mess with. Okay. Like those, Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them on the show at some point too. I'm probably gonna have all of us on the show. We just all gonna kick it one day. But I could definitely see that. I met Slim briefly at the premiere, and she was super sweet. She was super, super sweet. I met Fetty too. We didn't really get to talk as much, but both of them was really sweet girls. So shout out to them. So you get there and you meet the girls and everything like that. What was like if you can say, what was the absolute worst day in the house?
The worst day in the house for me, I didn't really have a worst day. I just got taken out of character one particular day, and I really felt out of place the very first night of when everything went down. I was just like, at this point, I'm just like over it. I'm like, these hoes just like, they just doing too much. Like it was just like I was just over it because of certain situations that happened inside of the house, and I just didn't condone it. But who am I to say that I came on a reality show to prove and indulge in a lot of this stuff? Like, I'm no saint. Everybody knows that. I'm not trying to be no angel, because I'm far from an angel, but it's just like, baby girl, what are you doing? But hey, you got a job to do, so go ahead and do it. Just don't come fucking with me.
I'm with you when you're right. Nah, I'm with you when you're right. So the first episode, what was it? Two couple, we saw you, but you was kind of, chilling a little bit. So we did see you get active this last episode. Can you talk about that or no?
Yeah, I could talk about it. That's the scene and play it out. Yeah, I could talk about it. I can.
Okay.
Conversate on whatever you want. Answer any question you want in regards to that.
When Miss Ferrari was going around and she was looking for her money, whoopie-whoop, and she got to your stuff, like, did she even get to touch your stuff, period? Or you was like, girl, no, you're not looking at my things, period?
No, she didn't even much get to breathe on it. Like, she didn't get to do nothing. Like, I mean, I didn't want to go into the, like, bing, bop, bop, boop, right. Like bending a bitch up like a folding chair. I didn't want to go up into doing none of that. But it was just like, okay, now you trying me. You want to touch my stuff. Like, if you touch my stuff, then I'm going to have to fuck you up.
Right.
And that's on everything. But no, she never got a chance to actually touch it. She had the opportunity when she was on the bed after they pushed me out the room to go and just do whatever she wanted to my stuff. There probably would have been another ass whooping, but she was so in rage of, what had transpired between me and her.
Girl, that was a lot. I'm like, because, okay, Huckleberry don't really bother nobody now. So for y'all to get her active like that, you had to be pissed.
Well, it was really based off of like an opinion. And I hate people when they use words that's referring to a collective group of people. Mm-hmm. Especially when you know that you are directing your energy to somebody in particular.
Mm-hmm. So who was doing that? Somebody was doing that to you?
Well, no. She was directing her energy into somebody else in particular.
Okay.
But it came off as collective, like a collective group. And so I was just basically telling her, stop using the word y'all, like talk to the person that you're talking to. Right. Or whatever. So that just blew up or whatever. And they just feel like Huckleberry is not supposed to have no opinion. I'm just supposed to sit back in the cup like I'm a duck. But no, I'm human just like everybody else. So you're going to hear my voice. You're going to hear what I have to say. And so it just led to one thing to another and went up the hallway. And, then after that, it led to the room and got a little active. Probably saw a little air blowers or whatever, but she knew I was moving a little quick, so she had to move back. So, I mean, it's cool. I got me a couple of them, man. Y'all saw that head hit.
So after the fight, like, was y'all cool after that? Or for the rest of the time, you was like, I ain't really messing with Shotty too much?
I don't know if I'm supposed to go into details about that, but she did come, the cameras wasn't on. She did come and apologize to me and everything or whatever. But, I told her it's good that she apologized, but at the same time, I don't fuck with you because you really showed me who you are. And I'm the type of person, like, I could distinguish who you are within the first 5 to 10 minutes of how you act. Mm-hmm. And so I just knew that she was somebody that I wouldn't talk to after that. Mm-hmm. Especially if I have to put my hands on you, I'm gonna treat you like, if you was a normal bitch on the street.
Right.
If I have to, if I have to put my hands on you, then it's no more. I do that with family too. So if I really get physically active with you, mm-hmm. I just don't have a care of a bone in my body. So you must be in your presence. But if it's money that's involved, then right. I could suck it up. I could suck it up, but she know that I don't too much care for her. But that's on her.
Okay, fair enough. So after everything, y'all went through the show, how was it seeing all the girls at the premiere? Like, had you been in touch with any of them except for Slim and Fetty?
Yes, I was actually in touch with Heaven and Luce as well. And Ariana. Me and Ariana conversations off the camera after the show and everything, personal conversations. So Yeah. Other than that, the other girls, no, I haven't had any type of interactions with. I do love Dayla. I
Mm-hmm.
do love Dayla. But we don't have no type of phone calls, interactions, or anything like that. But Evan, that's my girl. I like her.
Kevin, Big Kevin, yeah. Big Kevin was another one. She was handing out ass whoopings that same episode. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, bitch, stop touching people's shit. You won't get your app.
Listen, I felt everybody in the moment. Like I felt Ferrari for being upset, but I felt y'all too. Like, don't just touch my things without my permission either.
Yeah, it is pros and cons with both of it. It's one thing to feel a certain type of way, but if you're gonna have that energy for the rest of the night tomorrow and from here on out. Don't just have like 2 hours.
Right.
And then, okay.
I'm with you when you're right. So outside the show, I know that you launching a lingerie line.
Yes, I am. It's gonna be my very first lingerie line. Okay. I am moving over from the actual merchandise of clothes, and I'm going to lingerie. I'm actually giving a clothing line to my aunt. So that's going to be her new baby, and she's going to be building up from ground up. So I'm going to just focus on lingerie to move out of the oversaturated clothing with everybody is doing it, just moving to lingerie. I just feel like it can go, it's a wide range of things that you can do with it.
So much. What is it called? What's your line called?
It's called Curvy Cutie's Finest.
Curvy Cutie's Finest. I see you doing your launch party in April and everything. So how has that been? You've been busy with launching the lingerie line, because like you said, the clothes, that's oversaturated. Everybody's doing clothes. So what do you want to, I guess, achieve with your lingerie line? Because it's plus size only, right?
No.
Okay.
No, it's dedicated.
Plus size, all right.
Yeah, it's catered to every woman of every size. I thought about doing that because of the clothing line that I had, and it was like the petite women always ask me why I don't sell this, why I don't sell that. And it was a reason at the time, because I come from a long history of being a plus size girl, and I wanted certain things, and I'm like, why they wearing it and I can't wear it? Right. But a lot of women looked up to me as well on Facebook. Prior to coming on the show, I had a big following over the last 5-6 years on Facebook. So I dedicated it to the plus size women, and it had its ups and it had its downs. So this go around, I said, I'm just going to nurture my baby and just have her as, plus size and petite. That way it is universe. They all can have a little bit of, the Curvy Cutie's Finest, and everybody can look fine. Fine as fuck.
So are you just doing it online, or are we having like an in-store building? How you want to do it?
For right now, we're going to start off online. Eventually, within the next year or two, we're going to look into a storefront, depending on how everything goes. After that, we want to at least, branch off to like different states and things like that. So we're going to have a lot of things coming up for us, brand ambassadorships. We're going to have like commercial videos, photo shoots. So it's going to be a lot of things for a lot of women to participate in. It's going to be coming soon. And it's hard doing it by yourself. Yeah. I do have a team now. They're my friends, and they've been working extremely hard on it, and I appreciate them. So they just know that it's coming. It's coming.
You been doing your thing. It's coming along really good.
Okay, so the launch is it's gonna be something major. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lit. I also wanted to do more of like a 90s soul type of feel, grown and sexy, just because it is lingerie. And most of the time when you are in lingerie, you want to be sexy, you want to feel good for your man, you want your man to look at you all pretty and seductive, and just a lot. So I just want everybody to come out. If y'all watching Cake Dish Podcast, y'all go on ahead and purchase those tickets on Eventbrite. Let's sell out.
April 23rd, right?
April 3rd, yes, ma'am.
April 23rd. So yes, y'all pull up. It's gonna be dope. Lingerie. I'm a lingerie girl. I ain't got the first man, but closet full of lingerie for somebody one day.
Look, it's not just for somebody. You can do it for yourself. You can, if you're a type of person that do music videos, you a stripper, you a burlesque dancer. Like it could be in so many different. It's so many avenues for it. So that's another reason why I'm doing it, because it can go so many ways.
It can. And are you gonna take it eventually to New Orleans and do like events there? Because that's big there. When I'm on Bourbon Street, the girls is half naked and all of that. So
yeah, eventually we have a lot of things that we are putting into work as far as actually taking it on a road for like pop-up shops and doing like fun events and stuff like that. We just have a lot of things that's in stores that we are like putting on a brainstorming board and seeing what we can do and what we can't do and how we're going to utilize it and how it's going to turn out and stuff like that. So it's a lot.
But you're doing good. Now you did mention one thing I want to double back to a little bit. So you was like, you put on lingerie for your man to look good. So the Huckleberry got a man?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. When did Huckleberry become single?
Well, let me tell you something. I've been single for about 8 years now, but I had friends in between then. Mm-hmm. Prior to coming to Atlanta, which was about a year ago, I was fooling with somebody. Mm-hmm. Maybe 2 people. I could say it now, fuck them. Maybe 2 people. But as of right now, no. I'm trying to get back into the dating world and everything, but it's kind of hard because it's like my expectations are like to 1,000 right now. So I need for y'all to just like come with it. Because if you don't, then I'm a bullshit you and I'm gonna just leave you at the door.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But what I mean, if you can say, why do you think your last like situation shit, why did it end before you came to Atlanta?
He wasn't ready.
Okay.
He wasn't ready to give his all to me. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the one that was, I gave him the runarounds. And so he just turned out not to be for me eventually. Mm-hmm. And that was due to my own situations that happened. But now I'm ready. I just need whoever to come to be ready.
So how is the dating scene in Atlanta? That I will say everything.
Must I say, girl, nothing but a whole bunch of tricks and dips here. I don't want none of them. I don't want none of them. If they just here to fucking get whatever they want off of it, no, I'm not here for that. And most of them that came across my path, they want to trick. Mm-hmm. They want to switch and get something out you. Mm-hmm. They want to live up under you. And I'm not for now one of them.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
So I'm not really dating in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And then some of them just want to act like it's Burger King. They can have it their way. And look, I think I had one. I had one that I was like talking to. Or whatever, but he wound up blocking me off for Instagram, both of my pages, for me not answering my phone because he got mad because I didn't answer my phone. But I'm like, okay, only bitches do that, but to each his own. Next.
To each his own. Yeah, Atlanta just ain't the place to date. Like it's just
different breed here. They are a whole different breed from what I'm used to. Like back in Louisiana, they more reserved, they more comforting, it's a whole lot of different things back in Louisiana and other places. Texas, they'll love your ass to death. They'll love you till they want to hurt you. I don't have time for that because I'm not trying to get hurt. And then I'm dating in Atlanta. They probably want what I want. I don't want no undercover. I don't want none of that. Like I'm sleeping with my man, and then that man who outside across the street want man too. You been sneaking over there? No, I can't do that. Mm-mm. You never know what you get when you come here. This is a gumbo pot for real.
It is a gumbo pot. Atlanta is definitely a gumbo pot. But you being on reality TV now, I'm sure you get a lot of traffic, a lot of DMs. Like, what's the craziest DM that you done got so far?
Uh, I don't know because they all been crazy even prior to this. I had one that was like, what he said, he was like something about I want to get to know you, I want to suck on your toes, and I suck on my toes. Like, come on, I don't even like nobody to touch my toes. I barely like the Chinese people touching on my toes, and it just is so weird. Like, y'all want to get to know people, but this is the first thing that come out y'all mouth, like
Right.
sexual stuff. Like, it's no, hey, how you doing? I want to introduce myself. You know, I'm such and such. We do this. I'm from here. I do this. Like, you know, it's none of that nowadays.
No.
Like, can back to the old school way. Like, a lot of that is unattractive.
It's so unattractive. And then you so popular on social media yourself. So
They
I'm swinging.
They just fall in like some doggone sperms.
Do you ever get those ones who try to like get close to you just to try to get on reality TV or try to get close to the people that you know now?
I don't know because I don't give them a chance.
Okay, that's fair enough. They don't even get that far.
Oh, because my mindset is somewhere else right now. It's not focused on it. So I'm not even much about to give you a chance, especially if you can't approach me the correct way. So
I feel that. Now, what is like the all-time worst date you ever been on? Like, if you had to think, was his breast thing? Did he leave you with a bit? Like, what is the worst time you ever went out before?
okay, I did go out with a guy, and the date went cool. It went cool up until we wound up going back to his place and chilling, talking, or whatever, you know, catching up after dinner and everything. And he so happened to fall asleep. He fell asleep with his mouth open. First of all, his breath was funky. And then snore, and I hate a snore because I'm a side, like you literally have to shake me to make sure that I'm still alive.
Right.
And with him, it was just like, and not only do your breath stink, but you snore too. What? Like, that's horrible. I said, I cannot. No. I cannot. I woke him up. I said, baby, it's time for me to go. Well, what you leaving for? Nothing. I'm just leaving. I'll call you tomorrow. Baby asked me, did I call him tomorrow?
So you just ghosted the man.
Yeah.
You couldn't get him no mouthwash, no nothing.
Nope. Nope. It should have been wash coming in there. Nope. He knew better.
It was probably just the food. You could have gave him just one more chance to redeem himself.
Nope. Nope. I didn't.
All right, so we know stank breath is a deal breaker. Huckleberry snoring is a deal breaker. What else is a deal breaker?
And a small penis. And if you can't get it up.
You can't overlook a small penis. What if he like got a little money, he take care of you, he treats you like a queen, but it's just one of the things.
He could do all that. We could be friends.
But you don't want nothing to do with me.
No. I can't suck on nothing that small. I can't give you the pleasure that you need if it's not there.
Oh my Lanta.
So,
but a lot of dudes out here they ain't got.
Well, I'm gonna need for them to go find. They got the pumps now, and make them look like a little something. I'm gonna tell you, long as they're not a Vienna sausage, because then I'm gonna feel like I'm bumping coochie with a clitoris. Like, no.
So it can't be that small, but it could be
that. It could be about at least that's enough for me to at least grip like portion of my hand. They're already small, but
you could like put your hand around it. But if you like that big, you can't really.
Yeah.
So you can't overlook that at all.
Not itty bitty committee, no.
Hey, so small dingling, snore, stank breath. I think I got everything.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh hell, you need your own shop.
Look. I hope they do, because baby,
It's like,
somebody go ahead and tap into Huckleberry.
period.
I'm
I think they have a cute little dating show with about 10 contestants. They all take you out. You pick.
It's gonna be hilarious, funny, and everything, because I'm gonna roast them all.
You might like one or two of them. You can get to try them out, let them take you, wine you, dine you, and then you eliminate them. I think that'll be a cute show.
Don't worry, they're gonna get roasted too.
Even the ones you like, even the ones you like get roasted too.
Yeah.
So you in this reality lane now. You in it now. It's no coming up off you. So are you gonna do, if it's a season 2? Do you want to be on season 2 of Big Lex Baddie Collection?
Absolutely, because I feel like I didn't have enough time to actually tap into who I wanted them to see. As a person on a regular basis, I am really enjoyable. I'm fun. I'm flirtatious. I'm humble. I am adventurous, and I'm up for damn near anything except for licking and sticking clicks.
I'm with you. I'm with you. So. But you would do season 2. Like, what if a different type of, like, what is that one show? Naked and Afraid. It's like some wild-ish. Like, what if they called you like, girl, we want you on the show?
I'm going.
You going. So pretty much.
If the price is right, yep, I'm going.
Right. Okay. I'm not mad at that at all. I see somebody was trying to bring back Bad Girls Club, and they have so many now.
Yeah, they have a lot of different what's the word I want to use? I don't know what the word is that I want to use, but they do have like a lot of different independent creators that are trying to duplicate.
Yes.
Back. I don't think nobody have made a stamp the way that Big Lex has. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like Baddie's Collection was supposed to go in one direction, but actually when a girl started to arrive and things started to unfold, things went into a whole different direction. Okay. But it actually turned out to be great, and I feel like she's one of the best shows that's out right now. And I just want to be a part of the movement, you know, a part of her continuation of building her brand.
Yeah, I was just telling somebody, I was telling my cousin, I'm like, did you watch Big Lex Baddie Collection yet? Because like y'all just had it going on. And for it to be a brand new show, a brand new app, I think they picked the right amount of girls. I think it has the right amount of drama, the right amount of spice. Big Lex is quick with it. You know, I love the show. And like you said, I hope it's around for quite some time. I want to see you on next season, if it's the next season, so we can see a little more of you. So I'm happy.
Season. Trust me, believe me, it's definitely gonna be a next season. And it's just, to be honest with you, it's the raw and uncut that makes it so gravitating for the audience. They get to see a lot of things that's not edited.
Right.
You know, most reality shows, it is edited, it is scripted. They do put hearsay there, say in your ears for you to say, but in this case, no, it just naturally happened. If anything happened behind the scenes, we didn't know about it. It just so happened to play out, and y'all just saw it.
So what's next? We know you got the lingerie line. We know, you trying to build your business, and you kind of bossed up and kind of handed off your first business, like, handle this over here. I got this one right here. So aside from you just being an entrepreneur, like, what's next for Huckleberry D?
Hopefully me finding love in, music. I'm finding a complacent with music right about now. I come from a music background, which people don't know. I do have like a little hidden talent underneath there. I'm like a jack of all trades, so I could basically do anything. You put it in my hand, and I will execute it to you, and deliver it to you with nothing but excellence and expertise and things like that. So it's nothing that I can't do. I just need to fulfill my hands with getting into those things that I want to do. So acting is going to be along the way as well.
Okay, so we got acting, but hold on now. You can't just breeze past music like that. Like, what kind of music do you do? You rap, you sing, what's up?
Spiritually in my soul, I'm R&B, but if you put a little liquor, alcohol in my system, I feel like I could be Huckleberry D triple, which I'll be like a little exorcism of a Nicki Minaj, you know what I'm saying? A little rapper. So yeah, but that's only when I'm intoxicated and I have nothing but bars that just be flowing out and don't realize it until the next day.
So are we gonna see some more music? Like, do you ever record? What's up?
No, I don't record. I do sing in the shower. I have been looking for like writers and you know, engineers and everything like that. I do have a couple of people that I have in mind that I have spoken to in regards to working with. I do have a couple of people that do want to feature me on their sample music. So we're gonna see how that goes.
Girl, I'm like, music. Hold on now. Where can we hear this music?
Yeah, because I spill, but I don't spill.
We need more of that now. I'm a little curious. I want to hear it.
But since you asking, I'm a spill. I'll send you something when I do it. Please. I'll send you like a sample. Yeah. But we're in the works of it right now.
Yes, I love that. We need sampling. And then you being in Atlanta, you really in the right place to do music now.
Yeah. And I got a little something on me.
Nah, if you're trying to do that, I think we could do something with that now.
I think if they could rap about, she said her ass here on the stage and she looking like, yeah, with the yeah, and that'd be that whole little verse, whole line the whole time, yeah, with the yeah. And they come up with a hit. I know I definitely could put something out.
You could do something. You could give us something. You can give us something to twerk to, especially this summer coming up. You need to give it to us before summertime get here.
I'm gonna try to drop a little beat. It might have that little New Orleans flair on it for you.
That's all I got. That's the only reason I go to New Orleans.
I might give Baddest Hot Girl single.
I'm here for all of it. So let us know where we can follow you, the lingerie, everything.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Huckleberry D _, TikTok at Huckleberry D as well. Also Twitter as Huckleberry D _. And don't forget Facebook as it's not Huckleberry, but it's my full name, my government name. So y'all just want to go research. You can also visit my website right now, which is www.curvycuties apparel, which is a clothing line. It did close on December, but it will be reback opening probably at the end of this month. Also, make sure y'all go to www.curvycuties finest, which is the lingerie line. It's going to be dropping April 23rd on the launch date. And if you I'm gonna give y'all some sneak peeks, but if you want to, do a pre-order before then, you can. I'll give y'all that exclusive.
And your event, your launch event. Tell us.
Also, the launch event will be. I don't know where it's gonna be at because the card is downstairs, but
okay.
But it is April 23rd, 2022. It is from 2 to 7 in Georgia, in Jones Creek, at Bliss Bar and Lounge. I don't know the physical address, but I did give y'all the bar and lounge that it will be at. So I want to see every one of you guys out there. I want y'all to come out, show y'all love, support, buy with me, purchase some stuff, check out my models, and enjoy the atmosphere. We're going to have a good time. We're going to be lit, and some of the baddies going to be in the building. Y'all make sure y'all show up.
That is so exciting. Well, Huckleberry girl, thank you so much for coming to Kick It with the Cake Dish podcast. I'm so happy that we finally got to do this.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been looking forward to this podcast with you.
Oh, girl, we gonna have another one. I'm gonna try to rally up you, Slim, Fatty, Heaven, and we're just gonna have a little mega podcast in here. I'm just gonna try to get everybody's schedules together.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Hopefully we can do some work in the future as well.
We will. Ain't no hopefully about it. We will. So thank you, love. Thank you guys for tuning into the Cake Dish podcast, and we will catch up with Huckleberry later.